Hello, I'm going to walk you through a quick tutorial of Vernier video analysis. You're going to get the link for this from your instructor. It should be in the class resources folder. So for this lab, you will be looking at the fan cart video. Some labs, you're going to use the pre-made videos. Other labs, you might be provided a video, and then some others, again, you might make a video. So for instance, in the 1D motion folder, you're going to be using a pre-made one. However, for 2D motion, you will be creating your own video. So go ahead and start. There should be, for videos you haven't used or haven't clicked on before, there's a little cloud symbol. You're going to download it from the cloud, and then you're just going to click it, double click it to get it into the program. So once it loads the video, it's going to open it up. With this video, there's some tools that you're going to need to know how to use. The first one is this system tool. For system, you have to tell the computer how much a meter or how much a given distance is. So over here, I'm going to tell it, I'm just going to line up these dots across the meter stick. So now the computer knows that 915 pixels in this is 1 meter. The other thing we need to set is our origin, because right now the origin's down here. We want to bring it up, and I'm going to put the origin where I'm starting from my cart, my whole cart system with, and I'm going to try to put it like right on that yellow box. You can put it wherever you want. It's just going to tell us where the 0 position is. After you set the scale and the origin in this system thing, you're going to go up here to add. Now, the track button gives you the option to like follow the system. I think it's a little confusing and it doesn't work very well, so I never use it. I like to manually add my points. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to advance until you can see that the cart is moving. Now, there's a lot of frames in this. As you can see, there's 158 frames. So on a video like this, where we can watch, it's going to speed up as it goes down the cart, down the track. So for a video like this, what I like to do is I'm going to advance my frames until he's let go of the cart. And then I'm going to put a point right in the middle, or you just want to make sure you're consistent about where you're marking it. So I'm going to put it on that yellow mark, and I'm going to advance it 10 frames. I do this every single time, especially for a high frame video like this, because I don't need to sit there and just put the marks over itself like a billion times. And you're just going to follow along. If you don't do exactly 10, that's okay, because the video, it knows what the time was. So it's going ahead and plotting this data for you. Based on what you know from AP Physics 1, I'm hoping you can kind of see what's happening. If you remember from AP Physics 1, this is creating a motion map for us. And we can see as the distance between my dots is getting larger, we can tell that the speed is increasing. You could also tell the speed's increasing if you're looking at the right of the screen and watching the position time graph be formed. And I'm hoping you are plotting your data with this, or you're going to go back and plot your data. I don't think I'm doing exactly 10 between each one, but that's okay. Just enough to where I can see it starting to spread out. You're going to make sure you plot the whole way down the line. After this, sometimes you'll be asked to put in a line of best fit. Sometimes you'll be asked to linearize, and you'll be able to do that through these tools. Sometimes you'll be asked to just submit a picture of your video analysis. That's right here. If you want to look at your graphs, you can drag over and minimize the video analysis over here, or if you click in the top corner, you can just get rid of it. It's not going to get rid of your data, it's just going to get rid of your video analysis. And I'm also going to get rid of the data table for now. Now looking here, we can look at, we didn't really care what happened in the Y direction, so I'm going to turn that value off. So I can see in my X direction, I can see my data. If you highlight your data and go to this bottom corner, you can see that if we click here where it says Graph Tools, we can click Apply Fit, and we can then, this isn't linear, so we can hit quadratic right here. So looking at my information, I can tell this is a quadratic fit. So I can hit apply and it will put the equation right here. It tells me what my A, my B, and my C value is. We can also choose to change what variable we're looking at on each axis. So I could unclick this and I could choose to look at my x velocity. So looking at my x velocity, if I wanted to get a line of best fit, I could highlight it, go down here, hit apply curve fit, and get the linear fit. I'm not going to show you what that is though, because I want you to do that yourself. Then we're going to have to figure out, you need to create an acceleration versus time graph. You do not have one here. So what your job for this lab will be is to use the data table to determine how can you use these variables to create the acceleration versus time. You can use your understanding of calculus to do this. You can use your understanding of AP Physics 1 and what we know about graphs to do this. Whatever you choose to do, as long as it's within the rules of physics, works. If you want to use a column to make a calculated column, I could use this add calculated column, and I could say, let's say I'm doing acceleration, and I wanted to insert an expression. You can choose any of these expressions to use. So if I wanted to do a derivative, we've got derivative functions. Any of these, just pay attention to what variables you're looking at. All right. If you have any questions further about using video analysis, ask your instructor.